So I started my sharing with, if you start with a wholesome mind, Kusala Kamma, if you start with wholesome mind, you spread out wholesome speech and wholesome act. So I just told them that this is our first vasa, that we are going to expand the training, monastic training, not only for our Sangha here, but also international. In this very recent trip that we met in Indonesia, prior to Samayatida conference, there was ordination in Indonesia. That's why I was in Indonesia. The ordination was on 21st of June. In June, 21st of June, in a place called Maribaya. The ordination, full ordination for bhikkhunis were given to 9 candidates from 6 countries. So after that ordination, only then I flew to Samayatida. Among the candidates who now become newly ordained bhikkhunis, 2 of them from Vietnam. According to the Vinaya, after full ordination, they should stay with their teacher for 2 years, or 2 vasas, 2 rain retreats. But these 2 of them from Vietnam, they could not speak English very well. So they asked their teacher that is it possible for them to come here to stay with us during the vasa, to be trained, because they feel comfortable listening to my simple English. So I told their teacher that oh, most welcome, and we also intend to sponsor them in their traveling, and also boarding and lodging. They can stay with us for 3 months without charge, without having to pay. And also we give them training. So this is wholesome act spreading out to further wholesome acts. And yesterday I received news from them that their teacher wanted to send 7 more. So from 2 now increased to 9. So we will have 9 candidates from Vietnam to be trained with us during the vasa. 2 of them are still lay people, but they are very interested to learn. But all the rest of them are either bhikkhunis or samaneris. So I said, most welcome, they can come. So this morning I was busy preparing invitation letters for them so that they can apply for visa, so that they can actually stay with us for the 3 months. And the Indian group will be arriving on 24th. There will be 4 bhikkhunis and 1 lay person. And another group from the south, they have not yet confirmed, but at least 3 lay women will be coming to join us for the training. So this is the latest, that starting from the wholesome mind, it developed into wholesome action, wholesome speech and wholesome action. And then when this wholesome thought, wholesome speech falls on the ears of wholesome-minded people, you have this wholesome action increases immediately. It just connects. Wholesomeness connects with wholesomeness. Just the opposite. Unwholesome speech connects with unwholesome act. So I encourage the Sangha, always focus, always dwell in wholesome thought, wholesome speech, and wholesome act. It will increase, it will nurture ourselves as well as our Sangha. Towards the end of the vasa, we also expect yet another group from Bangladesh. You have seen them in Indonesia. There were some 3 samaneris walking among us. Not 3, but 4 will also come. Now, I give you a very interesting story of this, how this wholesome act could connect very easily. As I was sitting there discussing with them how to prepare for them so that they are properly trained, there was one Thai lady, she wanted to meet me, but because I had this interview with these samaneris before, so she was there listening to our discussion. And we said, okay, you should come and be trained with us. Come and stay in a Bhikkhuni Sangha so that you will see, you will observe how Vinaya is actually observed in Buddhist country. Because in Bangladesh, it is a Muslim country. It is very difficult for them to actually see Buddhist culture. So while I was inviting them, of course, in practicality, you have to talk about who is going to sponsor the tickets. Who is going to sponsor this expense and that expense. While we were discussing it, this lady offered the first ticket. Right away, you know, she said, oh, she would like to offer so that this Bangladeshi Samaneri can come. Within 24 hours, we got the rest. We got all the other 3 tickets, you know, so that we can actually have 4 Samaneris from Bangladesh to come and be trained with us. So when we start with something with sincerity from our side, starting from wholesome thought, wholesome speech, and wholesome act, it spreads very quickly, and it nurtures each other in a realistic manner, very realistic manner. So we know that we are being guided, we are being provided, and we are being supported. You could say it's a divine guidance. We could say that. We could say we are receiving divine providence. This is a very much a Christian terminology. But nevertheless, we experience that we are being guided, we are being provided. All because we start from the wholesome thought, wholesome speech, and wholesome act. So always keep prepared your mind so that our mind, the foundation, the mental foundation is always wholesome. It connects with other wholesomeness of other people. And this is how we can nourish not only ourselves but also society. Not only Buddhist society but also Christian society, also Muslim society. Talking about other religion, on 28th of this month, we will be hosting a group from World Council of Churches to come here and to have the keynote speech. They asked me to give keynote speech. First, they intended to invite me to come over in Bangkok to actually give keynote speech to their group. But eventually, they also wanted to visit our temple. So this group, World Council of Churches, also would like to, as they invited me already, so they might as well come and listen to my keynote speech here in our temple. Isn't that good? So this vibration, this wholesome vibration, cut across religion. If you are practicing Christianity and you start with wholesome thought, wholesome vibration, you also connect with wholesome vibration. So more immediate than 28, on 16, that is tomorrow, I will be speaking on pluralism, religious pluralism at Thammasat University. Just about this time, about 11 o'clock, 11 to 12. So all the good energy that is coming in our way, always keep the mind wholesome, and we will have wholesome society. We will have peaceful society. Thank you.